The first peace, which is the most important, is that which comes within the souls of people when they realize their relationship, their oneness with the universe and all its powers. And when they realize at the center of the universe dwells the Great Spirit, and that its center is really everywhere. It is within each of us. The Holy Land is everywhere. Crazy Horse dreamed and went into the world where there is nothing but the spirits of all things. That is the real world that is behind this one. And everything we see here is something like a shadow from that one. I did not see anything to help my people. I could see that the Washus, white men, did not care for each other the way our people did before the nation's hoop was broken. They would take everything from each other if they could. And so there were some who had more of everything than they could use, while crowds of people had nothing at all and maybe were starving. This could not be better than the old ways of my people. Grown men can learn from very little children, for the hearts of the little children are pure. Therefore, the Great Spirit may show to them many things which older people miss. It is in the darkness of their eyes that men get lost. You have noticed that the truth comes into this world with two faces. One is sad with suffering, and the other laughs. But it is the same face, laughing or weeping. When people are already in despair, maybe the laughing face is better for them. And when they feel too good and are too sure of being safe, maybe the weeping face is better for them to see. All over the sky, a sacred voice is calling your name. Behold, this day, it is yours to make. Peace will come into the hearts of men when they realize their oneness with the universe. It is everywhere. Any man who is attached to things of this world is one who lives in ignorance and is being consumed by the snakes of his own passions. There can never be peace between nations until there is first known that true peace which is within the souls of men. Every little thing is sent for something, and in that thing there should be happiness and the power to make happy. Like the grasses showing tender faces to each other, thus should we do, for this was the wish of the grandfathers of the world. When a vision comes from the thunder beings of the West, it comes with terror, like a thunderstorm. But when the storm of visions has passed, the world is greener and happier. For wherever the truth of vision comes upon the world, it is like a rain. The world, you see, is happier after the terror of the storm. I did not know then how much was ended. When I look back now from this high hill of my old age, I can still see the butchered women and children lying heaped and scattered along the crooked gulch, as plain as when I saw them, with eyes still young. And I can see that something else died there in the bloody mud and was buried in the blizzard. A people's dream died there. It was a beautiful dream. It is hard to follow one great vision in this world of darkness and of many changing shadows. Among those, men get lost. While I stood there, I saw more than I can tell, and I understood more than I saw. For I was seeing in a sacred manner the shapes of all things in the spirit, and the shape of all shapes as they must live together like one being. And I saw that it was holy. I knew that the real was yonder, and that the darkened dream of it was here. Know the power that is peace. But if you think about it, you can see that it is true. Perhaps you have noticed that even in the slightest breeze, you can hear the voice of the cottonwood tree. This, we understand, is its prayer to the Great Spirit. For not only men, but all things and all beings pray to Him continually in different ways. And when I breathed, my breath was lightning. Wherever we went, the soldiers came to kill us, and it was all our own country. It was ours already when the white men made the treaty with Red Cloud. That said it would be ours as long as grass should grow and water flow. That was only 8 winters before, and they were chasing us now because we remembered, and they forgot. I can remember when the bison were so many that they could not be counted. But more and more whites came to kill them until there were only heaps and heaps of bones scattered where they used to be. The whites did not kill them to eat. They killed them for the metal that makes them crazy, and they took only the hides to sell. Sometimes they did not even take the hides, only the tongues. They just killed and killed because they liked to do that. When we hunted bison, we killed only what we needed. And when there was nothing left but heaps of bones, the whites came and gathered up even the bones and sold them. But only crazy or very foolish men would sell their Mother Earth. Sometimes, I think it might have been better if we had stayed together and made them kill us all. Crazy Horse was dead. He was brave and good and wise. He never wanted anything but to save his people. And he fought with the whites only when they came to kill us in our own country. He was only 30 years old. They could not kill him in battle. They had to lie to him and kill him that way. I cried all night, and so did my father. It does not matter where his body lies, for it is grass, but where his spirit is, it will be good to be. There can be no power in a square. Everything a native does is in a circle, and that is because the power of the world always works in circles, and everything tries to be round. The sky is round, and I have heard the earth is round, like a ball, and so are all the stars. The wind, in its greatest power, whirls. Birds make their nests in circles, for theirs is the same religion as ours. If you will read again what is written, you will see how it was. But now that I can see it all as from a lonely hilltop, I know it was the story of a mighty vision, given to a man too weak to use it, of a holy tree that should have flourished in a people's heart with flowers and singing birds, and now is withered, and of a people's dream that died in bloody snow. I stood upon the highest mountain of the world. I was seeing in a sacred manner, and what I saw were the hoops of all the nations interlocking in one great circle. And while I stood there, I saw more than I can tell, for I was seeing in a manner the shapes of all things as they must live together like one being. I was mad because I was thinking of the women and the little children running down there, all scared and out of breath. These whites wanted it, and they came to get it, and we gave it to them. A man who has a vision is not able to use the power of it until after he has performed the vision on earth for the people to see. Sometimes dreams are wiser than waking. Is not the sky a father and the earth a mother? And are not all living things with feet or wings or roots their children? The snow drifted deep in the crooked gulch, and it was one long grave of butchered women and children and babies who had never done any harm and who were only trying to run away. It is from understanding that power comes, and the power in the ceremony was in understanding what it meant, for nothing can live well except in a manner it is suited to, the way the sacred power of the world lives and moves. And now, when I look about me upon my people in despair, I feel like crying, and I wish and wish my vision could have been given to a man more worthy. I wonder why it came to me, a pitiful old man who can do nothing. Men and women and children I have cured of sickness with the power the vision gave me, but my nation I could not help. It is the story of all life that is holy and good to tell, and of us two-leggeds sharing in it with the four-leggeds and the wings of the air and of the green things. For these are children of one mother, and their father is one spirit.